Good morning, neighbors. Good morning. Well, I'll just be talking about the different ways through which you can buy a car in Malta, because I've actually had quite a number of questions regarding this. So I'll just be I will just be explaining, how you can, and the different categories and stuff. Well, this will be my last video in this car, by the way. So the next video that you see me in will be in a different. So let's just go around the car a little bit. It's a really lovely. Funny enough, this car has really saved us. Like, oh my god, this car has been so good. It's been 4 years and there has been we've not had any issues with the car. But sometimes you just want to change and get something else, basically, because I don't think there will be anything special, so to speak, with Malta. I mean, how you buy a car in Malta or other places, because even back home in Nigeria, we had brand new, we had fairly used, imported, and we had Nigerian used. So it's the same thing. So basically in Malta as well, we have the Malta used, that is the ones that have been used here in Malta. It could be that, okay, it was a brand new car that has been used in Malta, or it was a an imported car that has been used. So far it has been used in Malta. We have those kind of vehicles. You can get those usually on Marketplace on Facebook. So basically you can get a Malta used car. Usually it's within the range. The very first car we got was in Malta used, right? Yeah, the very first car we got in our first year of living here was a Malta used car, and that car was actually really good. So the thing is, it doesn't, depending on the kind of car you get, and if you're just lucky to get the one that was really used. I know that if I remember correctly, that particular car was hardly used. I think it was owned by an elderly person or so they hardly used it. It was a very good one, and it was, we didn't have issues with that car, to be honest. I think, okay, it was manual, so I could not drive it. And also, we needed to get another one at some point, right? So Malta used vehicles would be around, that car we got then, I think it was around 2,300 euros, if I'm not mistaken. It was very good, solid, air condition working, everything was good. It's just that it was quite old. I think it was 2,000, or was it less than 2,000? 2002. Okay, it was a 2002 Ford Focus. It was actually really good, but obviously we changed it after a while. And so with Malta used vehicles, usually, so that's the thing, depending on the usage, sometimes it can, three things that you need to really factor in is in terms of upholstery, mileage, and obviously dents on the vehicle and all, because a car that has been used will always have dents. Maybe not even dents outside, but maybe even the interior and all, right? So all those things really matter, especially when you want to resell the car. So another thing again is that in Malta, vehicles are very small. Like, majority of the population would always drive a very small vehicle because the roads are tiny. Parking space is a problem, so you don't need a big car. Most cars you see are just small vehicles. Majority. Okay, like I remember that very first car, we wanted to sell it. The very first thing they were checking was, upholstery, and I'm like, we didn't know that it was a big deal. So next time we'll take care of the, I think the upholstery was good, but they were really looking at it and they were trying, because I don't think there was any dent on the body. It was actually well taken care of. Well, so upholstery and all of that will have to be factored in. For Malta used car, it has to be like a car, like cash buy, except you want to take a loan from the bank or something. But usually whoever is selling to you does not have any kind of plan or whatever. They just want their money. Some of them might agree on some sort of payment plan in terms of maybe pay within the period, but majority of the time it's cash buy, you buy and then you collect your car. And there's something they call logbook that kind of shows the history of the car. You'll see who has used the car. Besides buying a car, other things to factor in as well is license, plate number, insurance. In fact, I think insurance is number one. Without insurance, you cannot even you cannot even buy a car. So when we got here, that was like the challenge we had, because we just thought, oh, we could get a car, but then we needed insurance, and before you get insurance, you need a driver's license. So we needed to start, and even the insurance, most insurance companies want to see like your history from your previous country, the car you were driving, the insurance, and company, and basically your details. But I think, I mean, if you've not driven a car before in your life, so does it mean you will never?
You have to get a license now.
Oh yeah, so you need to get, okay, so with a license here, you don't need all those, okay. Yeah, so that comes into play when you do not have what's it called, a license, and you want to use like an international driver's license. By the way, if you drive in Nigeria or any country outside the European Union, you can get an international driver's license before coming. It's usually valid for 1 year, right? However, if you've been driving in Europe, you can use your European driver's license here in Malta. Okay, so that's one thing to factor in. So with your international driver's license, when you get to Malta, you can just get a car. And again, we drive on the right hand side. So compared to the US, compared to Nigeria and a lot of other countries, it's on the other side of the road. So for me, it took a lot of getting used to. Oh my god, it took me several years to even really get used to the road. So it's just like the UK and Japan, and that's why most times cars are imported from those countries. So I think the year and where it was imported from also plays a major role in terms of license. If you get a car that is, for example, maybe imported from the UK, it's most likely your license fee will be quite expensive. I know there's a particular place where you can calculate to have an idea of how much you pay. I think I'll post it up somewhere, okay? However, the year plays a major role. The fact that it is not Malta based or whatever also plays a major role. Like, you don't want to be paying license for as high as 500 euros per year. Why? Just for license, not insurance. So that's it about Malta used vehicles. And then the second category of vehicles would be the imported cars. So it's either, the most common is either Japan and UK imported. So Japan, like this car currently is a Japan imported car, and it was so good. It's Vento auto imports are really good. Then somewhere in Malta, very good. Like this car, and this car was around 9,000 kilometers in terms of mileage. So you can get, the mileage will differ depending. Recently we were trying to check for cars at Vento, like we were seeing vehicles of up to 60,000, 80,000 kilometer mileage, and we're like, no way. But this part, you can get car with low mileage or high mileage, and that also impacts on the cost, the price of the car. Okay, so there's the imported car. It can be cash buy, and also most of them also offer kind of payment plans. Like maybe if you are paying within 6 months, for example, I think there will be no interest. Yeah, with Vento, like if you are paying within 6 months, there will be no interest. However, if you are going to pay within a longer period, there would be interest. Well, I think their interest was really high, so you can get loan from the bank to service the car. You can get a Tokumbo, or what would I call it now, an imported car for maybe as low as 5,000. Will it be possible? I doubt it. No, you can't get. What year would that be? Because they can't even go lower than a particular year anyway. Most times, maybe the minimum you get is 2015. This car was 2014, right? I'm still here, so this car is 2014. So usually I don't think you can get anything lower. So I was saying 10, really? So you can't get for less than 10 now?
7, 8, 10.
10,000 euros, yeah, from 10,000 euros and above. That 10,000 euros and above, that above is very relative, because for like a crossover, so of course we have cars, crossovers and SUVs, and of course like crossover car, like the one that's a little bit there's nothing I'm not saying more that. Anyway, so for like crossovers, we saw a crossover that was as high as 27,000 euros. Imagine, imported car, not brand new. So I mean, it really varies. You see SUVs like for as low, for as high as almost 30,000 euros. Yeah. So I mean, it all depends on what exactly you are looking to buy. But I know that crossovers are from 18,000 euros and above. I think that was the minimum we found then. So I mean, Venture Auto Imports are quite good. They sell very good. There are a lot of them. On the island. So, but I can, at least that one we used. I mean, that's where we got this car from, and it was good. We never had a problem with this car. Do it quick. It was a very good one. What's the mileage now? 45. We say walk out because it was 9k. So that means we use like on the average 10k per year. So it's a nice car. It's like really nice car. So I can always vouch for them. So you can get any kind of car that you would really like, and from them or from any car dealer. And those are, so it works the same way in terms of when you want to buy. Of course they will give you the log. Is it this log? The logbook we had for this car was fresh now, since it has not been used in Malta.
Every car has logbooks by a car,
so that's what I'm saying now. Since this car was not used in Malta, we were the first, right? Unlike the previous car that we could see the history. Yeah. So obviously every car will have a logbook. You need insurance as well. You need everything, right? So by the way, for Malta used vehicles, you can you can buy and you're getting your car immediately. For Japan or UK imported cars, you need, sometimes it's not every time that you just it's available. Yes, it might be seeing some on display, but most of the time it's already, someone already purchased this. So sometimes it takes like 4 weeks, sometimes even say like 6-8 weeks as well. In some cases they might have like 1 or 2, a few that would be available on ground that you can buy, but it's very relative. Those kind of, maybe it would be one that you would not like, or you just have one, might not really tick all the boxes for you. So it all depends on what exactly you are looking out for. Okay, so that's for imported vehicles. Very good. Solid. In fact, for me, I feel that they are like, they're as good as new. It's just that you might, obviously the mileage, from the mileage that this one don't work as small, but then in terms of interior, the body, in fact the body, I've never seen any car that had like issues with the body, and sometimes the interior, like you might see like it's so very small, little or no. Sometimes this car did not have any wear and tear when we got it. Yeah, it did not have any wear and tear. It was so clean. For Japan or UK imported cars, they have like, well, let me not speak for all car dealers, but for Venture Auto Imports, they have warranty. Like it comes with 2 years full warranty everywhere, not just the body, and even the parts, engine, everything. 2 years warranty. So their cars are very good. Their cars are actually really good. Okay, so that's for imported vehicles. And now we're going to brand new cars. So brand new cars, obviously that's never been used by anybody. It will start from 0. Well, I don't know, I would see what the kilometer will be, but it's never been used. Brand new, latest, the newest release, everything. Obviously, it's just, I've never driven one before. See, I've been okay with my Tokubo vehicles, but I want to believe that brand new cars will never give you any kind of problem. Like, there was a dealer we went to and they're like, oh, it's a lifetime. I said, lifetime? Who wants to be driving a vehicle lifetime? So brand new cars are really good. I want to believe they are good, they are unproblematic. You will not start having issues with the car. It has the latest technology, everything is cool, and right, brand new basically. So brand new cars are from what's the range? So it differs also depending on the model you're looking out for. And for brand new cars in Malta, we went to a couple. There's Toyota, there's Honda, Nissan, Pojo. Sometimes you might be lucky they have like vehicles on ground. And then sometimes, you know, we went to one particular dealer and those ones said you take 4 to 6 months. We're like, wow, why? Please. So it depends on, I mean, the brand and the kind of car you're even looking out for. Different companies with the way they are packaged and what they have to offer. Like I remember, I think of all of them, like Toyota had the best package that they were going to offer in terms of they had a period where maybe that rate that they were offering, it was no interest, right? No interest. Okay, then they had one kind 800 euros that they were 800 euros. If you look at it, it's maybe that's they say it's not financing their fee or something, but it was still a good one. I mean, if you are looking to pay in bits, and they had this plan where after 3 years, whatever value is remaining from the car, I mean, in terms of if you are going to go for loan and stuff, whatever value is remaining, you can take the car and then you exchange it for a newer car of your choice. I'm like, wow, you just be changing cars like that. They had this issue of what's it called, not being available and stuff. But I mean, basically that's just my own experience in terms of buying vehicles in Malta. So depending on the one you're looking to buy, just look out for very good deals, look out for very good bargains. In terms of transportation in Malta, I mean, yes, a lot of people have cars. However, you can also manage with you know, public transportation, which is really good and free of charge. I think it's important to say that it is free of charge. So it's just that most times, like especially if you are going, like if your commute is like quite a long one every day, you need a car possibly. But I mean, I think in our first year we actually managed without a car. And we're a family. Was it up to 1 year? I don't think it was managed up to 1 year, 6 months or so. Well, you can actually manage without a car. You can use public transportation, or you can use boat. But boat is expensive. Anyway, you know me, I'm all about deals and good bargains and budget and stuff. Okay. All right then. See you in my that'll be the end of this video, just in case I decide to post it up. So we're going to exchange these for another one. So that's another thing. There's something we call part exchange. So you can, depending on the agreements and what, and if you already drive a car, you can just exchange your current car. They will kind of value it, exchange it with a new one. I find it extremely convenient compared to if we had to start putting this one up for sale, trying to look for a buyer, exchanging it and all. But this one, they will take care of everything in terms of the exchange. Like, we're selling it off to them, we'll agree on a rate, they will arrange the whole logbook and transfer and everything, and we're just going to drop this one and pick up another one. We're right here. That's Pojo right there. This is Nissan. We're headed to Nissan. Are you sure we can park in though?
Yeah.
It's imperative that you keep it with you, so you don't lose this. This is what is called an immobilizer key.
This is Nissan Motors in Cedar. So, dreams are valid. So anyone saying, oh, when you come abroad you have to see, you don't have to suffer, you don't have to struggle too much. So far you work hard in Europe, you will achieve your dreams. I mean, it could be whatever it is that you really fancy and you want, you can get it. See, honestly, to be honest, life abroad has really been very, very good. It's not even just about the car, about a lot of things. Like, I'll do another video very soon about health system here. You know, when you're in a place where the system actually does work, it makes a lot of difference in your life, to be honest. You can achieve whatever you want to achieve. Don't allow anyone deceive you. So far, I mean, like I used to say, as a Christian, when you have that direction and you already know that, yes, this is where God is leading you to, just move and do not even look back. That's just it. It's been a very good one. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to post this bit, but I feel like these things, right? I don't know what you guys think, but I do not think it's about telling everybody what's going on and showing off or whatever. I mean, I'm not even all about that. At the end of the day, I just feel that anything at all that one puts out there should be I mean, not to put pressure or anything, just basically to encourage people who might feel that oh it's difficult, it's hard living abroad and stuff. No, it's so far God has already, I mean, has a hand in it. It's going to be very easy. Things will just fall in line. When we came here 6 years ago, we came empty. I don't want to say empty, because it's not as if we didn't have savings and stuff, but it was just my husband that was working. He was just starting his career. Do you understand? It's not like he was earning a lot, but we're just content with that. It was later when we got the car, you know, and eventually, you know, of course we changed it after 3 years. Was it after 3 years? No, we changed it in the second year. And then started driving another one. In fact, the second one we got, like, I think we even had to get a loan, because at that time we had just paid for our house, so everything was dry. So we had to kind of take a loan and, you know, paid off within I think it was in like 6 months or so. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you are looking for a new car, go to Nissan or Toyota. If you are looking for an imported car, go to Vento Auto Imports.